Let's just look very briefly at the position of students. Now, Spain is a country that receives a great many students from around the world, particularly from the Spanish-speaking nations in Latin America.
Yeah.
If you want to come here as a student, how do you go about it? Let's start off with students from European Union countries.
From European Union countries, we say, if they're coming from Schengen countries, there's no need to justify anything but registration at whatever university, school, course that you are going to be attending.
So if you turn up and you've got a registration with a university in Madrid, shall we say, then that's it. There's no special visa needed for that.
There's no special visa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about if you come from a non-European Union country?
You have to apply. You have to apply the student visa, which is something that is granted normally in a month. And you have to justify, of course, the type of registration at the course or university that you are planning to do. You have to justify as well that you have resources to support yourself within that period.
Is that the same level of resources for a student?
Not really.
No,
not
I was going
really.
to say they live more cheaply.
Yeah. And they have to. Yeah, they can afford to pay the course. They have to justify that they can pay the residency, the apartments, whatever they are planning to live. That this is something that they could pay and they could live. They could live with that. There is no specific requirement about how many euros you have to prove, but we normally recommend our clients that as long as they can justify the school paid, the accommodation paid, and something in between 800 to 1,000 euros a month is more than enough.
Okay. So that is a fairly straightforward process. You apply for the visa at the Spanish embassy or consulate where you live, and it's a fairly simple thing to obtain.
It's fairly simple, it's straightforward, and it's really quite easy. Yeah.
And once a student from a non-European Union country arrives in Spain, let's say they've signed on for a one-year course in Spain, do they have to do anything more when they arrive, or is that it?
More than...
Do they have to register with the authorities here? Do they have to present themselves to the police station? Is there any more formality that they need to go through?
No, nothing else. No,
okay.